The next level about simultaneous equation between quadratic and linear, we have perfect square. About the perfect square identity, I think you already learned about this one. The form of the formula here like a plus b square, and you got a square plus 2ab and plus b square here. And the next one is a minus b square. After that, you got here is a square minus 2ab and plus b square here. So this is not too difficult, right? But when we combine this to the simultaneous, you got a lot of things to remember. You should remember about this identity. You have to remember about the substitution and quadratic formula, and then make conclusion by the point. So example, x plus 3 in the bracket and square outside, you got x squared plus 2 times 3 times x, and then you got 3 squared. Simplify this, we have this form plus 9, and the next one you got minus 7 and square here x squared minus 2 7 x and plus 7 square like this one. Okay, so minus 14 plus 49. Yeah, this is about x. And how about y? About y, we have the form like this one. That is the same thing, but I need to revise this one before I have to teach you about the simultaneous equation plus 16 like here. And about the perfect square like these two formula, the formula 1 and the formula 2, we have the same same plus at the last one, but the beginning have to be a little difference. One here is plus because this one is plus, one here is minus, and this one will be the minus. Okay, and when we combine these to the expression, sometimes you will have very complicated about the perfect square like 2x minus 5 square here, or 3y minus 4 and square now. So how can you apply this one? The first position is 2a. So a lot of my students have mistake when write down this one times 2x times 5 and plus 5 square here. Can you tell me which is wrong? And the second one, you got 3y square minus 3y times 4 plus 4 square. So where is wrong? I think you understand because you remember about the bracket. So bracket for the complicated question here is very important. 2x here cannot be outside the bracket because about the 2x you got two terms, number 2 and x. So you need to put this inside the bracket like here. And the same thing for 3y in the second example. After that, you got the right answer because you got here is 4x squared. But if you write down only like this one, you only have 2x squared, and of course 2x squared is not the correct answer for here. 4x squared is correct, and simplify here you got 20x and plus 25 now. This one is 9y squared minus 24y and plus 16 here, plus 16 here. Okay, so very carefully about this one, and remember about the bracket one more time. When we learn about the substitution, I told you about brackets, and about the perfect square, I told you again about the bracket. So brackets always be very important when you learn about the algebra. And here we have the first example, and for this video I just want to do only one example with you. In the first equation we have y equal to x plus 3. Y equal to x plus 3 is the linear function, the linear form, right? But the second one is not the the second one is not the linear anymore. We have the quadratic. And the position of the square here will be y. So I have to take substitution. The first one, x plus 3 inside the y square in here. So we got the first position is y, put it inside the bracket in this one, substitute the bracket together. We have x plus 3 and you got square outside, and plus x equal to 5 now. X squared plus 3x is means 6x plus 9 plus h like this one. Simplify this, you got 7h here and plus 4 here equal to 0. And after that, I will figure out the value of h1 and h2. The coefficient of this quadratic will be 1, 7, and 4. And the answer for the first one will be 0, minus 0.63. And for the next one, you got minus 63 one more time. 63. It does. Oh, okay. And the next one, I mean, this is not 63. 6.3. It have to be 6.4. Okay. So that is the value for x, and about y, I have to subject this one into the x position. Negative 0.63 plus 3, and the second one negative 6.4 plus 3 here. And the second one is quite easy, but for the first one 2.37, I think so. And 2 point for the solution of this simultaneous will be here, x and y corresponding. And for here negative 6.4 and negative 3.4 now. Okay, we finish this question. And in the next video, we will practice more about this one. This question is a little bit harder than previous form of simultaneous. In the previous form, we have x times y, but for this one, we have to combine with perfect square. So we got two formulas about the perfect square. The first one will be addition and the second one will be subtraction. So remember about that two form. And here the first example, when you combine perfect square, substitution, simultaneous, quadratic formula, and figure out the final point of simultaneous equation. So this kind of question is never easier. We need practice more.